Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Up and Moving, which is a community-based physical activity program for the Upper Peninsula. My name is Isaac Wiedig. I'm a graduate student in the Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology department at Michigan Tech. And our goal with Up and Moving is to keep adults physically active during the pandemic and also beyond. And today's virtual workout here, we're going to be focusing on agility and some balance. So we'll have about a 30-minute workout or so, but I'll keep you moving. So there'll be a lot of aerobic work as well. So you should get a good sweat on here. So make sure you've got a bottle of water with you. Shouldn't really need anything else for the workout equipment wise, maybe a chair if you need that for some of the balance stuff at the end, or for mountain climbers, which you'll see as we get going. And then with my agility workouts, I like to throw some tape on the floor to help guide my feet. So today I just have some painter's tape laid out in a straight line here, but you could just imagine that you've got a line on the floor and use that as well as we get going. So the plan is we're going to start with a quick warm up here for about 5-10 minutes. We'll get the body up and moving here, our heart rate up, and then we'll jump into our actual workout, which will be some agility and balance stuff. And then at the end, we'll use some more balance work at a little lower intensity to sort of cool down and wrap things up. So that is the plan. So let's go ahead and we will get into our warm up here. I'm going to start things off with some big knee hugs. So I'm going to bring that knee up to my chest, give it a big hug. We're going to go through a series of different movements here. For our warm up, we'll target some different joints and muscles, get everything warmed up. And I really look forward to these agility workouts. I think they're fun. You get to move your feet around, challenge your foot quickness and your footwork while getting some exercise in. So it's good. Great training for balance and sort of reacting. And luckily, most of us here live in the UP, and we have winters with slippery ground. So perhaps some agility training will help reduce some of our falls outside when the winter rolls around. Good. All right, I'm going to switch things up here, and I'm going to go to a butt kick. So I'm going to bring those heels up to my rear, try to kick myself in the butt. Just switching back and forth between my feet. Start to stretch the quads a little in the front. Good, and try to get that heel a little bit higher up there now as we're loosening up. Awesome, let's go ahead, we'll switch our movement up. You guys called it, zombie kicks coming at you, so hands out in front, kicking your toes up to your fingertips. We'll try to keep that knee fairly straight and get a light stretch in the back of the leg and the hamstring there. Good. I'm already starting to breathe hard here. Good. Couple more. Awesome. Next movement, we're going to go into a little reverse lunge, and then we're going to twist our torso towards our knee that's up. And then we're going to go ahead and flip, step that other leg back, twist the other direction. So we're going to warm up those knees, our hips, and we're going to get a little trunk rotation in there. We'll get our spine moving around. And as you get more loose here, you can try to get a little deeper on those lunges if you want to, and try to rotate a little further. Good, nice job. Oop, lost my balance there. Good thing we're training balance today. Clearly I need to work on it. Good, we'll go one more. Awesome. All right, next one we'll go into, we're gonna get our feet a little bit wider apart here. We're gonna go into a lateral lunge. So leaning towards one knee, keeping the other leg nice and straight. We get a stretch on the inside of the leg. If you need to, you can take those hands, put them on your thighs. Start to get those knees feeling a little bit more force on them here. Got to wake the knees up. Good. And just like the other movements, as you start to loosen up, you can think about getting a little bit deeper on these lateral lunges. Good, nice work. Great, let's go ahead and switch our movement up. So for this one here, I'm gonna reach down, try to touch my toes, really try to hinge at my hips, and then I'm gonna come up, make a big Y with my arms, look at the ceiling and extend my back. Come back down, reach with the toes up, a good full extension, back down. Should get a little hamstring stretch at the bottom and at the top here. We're really getting a good extension in that back, warming the back up. Good. Couple more of these. Last one. Great. All right, we'll go into, I'm gonna get a little side step going here. I'm gonna go into some arm swings. So I'm gonna bring those arms across my body, reach for opposite sides of the room. And on this back swing, I'm gonna really try to open, push my chest up, pull those shoulder blades together, and open the chest up. Good, and we got about 2 more movements left in our warm-up, so we're almost there. And then we will take a little water break and I will explain what we're gonna be doing for the actual workout here. Good, all right. Next one we're gonna go into is some speed skaters. So you're gonna be hopping from one foot over to the other, swinging those arms like you're skating along on the ice here. Good. Good job. Go for about 10 more seconds. Good, nice job. All right, our last one, we're gonna go to a jog in place. We're gonna try to wake those feet up with this one because we're gonna be doing a lot of footwork today. We're gonna be on our toes, trying to move those feet quick. So if you can, try to get your feet off the floor here. Good job. And let's increase that pace a little bit. We'll start jogging a few miles an hour faster here. Think about as soon as that one foot touches the floor, the other one is starting to come up. Good job. We're going to go for our last 10 seconds and we're going to increase the pace a little more. So I'm going to really get my feet pumping and my arms pumping. really quick feet here. Good job. Down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, time. So we'll take a little break here, grab a sip of water. Right. And we can get into the workout now. I'm feeling nice and warmed up, ready to go. So what the workout is going to consist of is I have 6 exercises, and we are going to run through all 6 of those in one big circuit. So we're going to do one after another. We're going to do each one for 30 seconds. So first time through, maybe a little bit slower because I'm going to have to explain each one of the foot patterns and exercises. But on our next, we're going to go through it 3 times. So the next 2 should be a little bit easier. And we can rip through it a little bit faster because you'll have the movements down, hopefully at that point. All right, so I'm going to start off. Our first exercise here is going to be a side shuffle. So we're going to shuffle to the side, and then you're going to reach down, and you can either just touch your feet, touch the floor if you want to, and then you're going to hop. And then you're shuffling to the other side, reach down and hop, and then we're shuffling, reach down and hop. Now the thing you want to do with this shuffle is make sure that you're not crossing your feet. So you're bringing one foot to the other and then taking another step and getting that hop in. So we want to have good, quick feet, hips always facing forward, and the feet not crossing. All right? So we're going to go for 30 seconds here. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So side shuffle, down and hop. Side shuffle, down and hop. And again, if you can't quite reach the floor or your feet, that's okay. Just reach down, touch your shins. You don't have to leave the floor on your hop too if you're not comfortable with that. You can just stay on those toes. Good, and if you need to make this a little bit harder, you can always increase your pace. Try to shuffle a little bit faster. And we're down to 3, 2, 1, and that's time. Good. So moving on to our next one. So this one, these are fun. So this is some reactive agility, which means you're going to have to react to what I say and move your feet in a certain direction. So we're going to start from center. You're going to get your feet moving quick. We're going to sit here and shuffle. And then I'm going to call out either right leg or left leg. And I'll say forward, back, or out. And your job is to move that leg in that direction. So I may say left forward, and you're going to step that out and then come right back to center. So you want to do this as fast as possible. Right out, right forward, left back. And we're going to do that, and you have to try to keep up with me. I will make these harder every round as we go. First one will be a little bit easier. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's get those feet moving. All right, ready? Right forward. Left back, left out, right out, left forward, right back, right forward, left forward, right out, left out, right back, right forward, left out, and right back. Good, and that's time. Good. So I'm going to make that harder as we go. Next round, I'm going to make it challenging for you to keep up with me there. Okay, moving on to our next one. This one's just going to be mountain climbers. So we'll do something to get our heart rate up here. So you can use a chair if you want to and do these mountain climbers from the chair. It's just bringing the knee up to the chest, abs tight, trying to keep a straight line from the shoulder down to the ankle. I'm not letting my hips drop. You can do the same thing on the floor if you want to. Come in here. Or you can even use the wall and just lean against the wall. I'm going to do it on the chair. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So bringing those knees to the chest, keep those abs tight. And this is another one that if you need to make this harder, just increase that pace and drive those knees faster. And remember, in the future here, we're only going for 30 seconds, so you can probably push these intervals a little harder than you normally would, because we're not going for that long. We have 3 seconds left. 2, 1, time. Nice job. I'm already starting to sweat here. Okay, next one. We're gonna go with, so I'm gonna grab, I have a yoga block. You could also use a pillow, some kind of obstacle to step over is what we're looking for here. If it's soft, that's probably a little bit better because you won't trip, probably won't hurt yourself. I'm gonna start with this yoga block. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna work on stepping over and then back, over and then back. And so the idea is that your feet are actually going over this obstacle, so you have to work on stepping over it. And once you get used to the rhythm, you can try to speed it up and go a little bit faster here. All right. Okay, we're gonna go for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So stepping over. And you don't necessarily need an obstacle for this either, but it does kind of make you have to coordinate your body a little bit better because there is something there that you have to try to avoid. And this is one of those places that a lot of people end up tripping. You go to step over something and you don't quite make it. So if we can train it here in a safe environment, it's a good skill to work on. We got about 5 seconds. I'm gonna speed it up, try to go a little bit faster here. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Okay, done with that one. Next one is a ladder climb. So here we're gonna pretend that we are climbing a ladder. And you're gonna raise that leg and that arm as you grab onto rungs of the ladder. And what we can do, can even speed this up and get more of a hop in there if you want to make it more challenging, or you can just go at this pace where you're stepping one at a time. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and here we go. All right, here we go. Climb the ladder. This may be an opportunistic moment to drop an Arnold Schwarzenegger quote. I believe it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. He said, "You can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets." So here we are. Hopefully no one has their hands in their pockets. Good, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Go into this hop. 3, 2, 1, time, good. Okay, we got one more exercise here. So this one, a little bit more challenging. You're gonna use your imaginary line on the floor or your tape line. What we're gonna be doing is stepping one foot over, then bringing the other. So it's going to be both feet over the line and then going back, and we're slowly moving forward. When you get to the end of your imaginary line, you're going to do the same thing, but backwards. So if I'm facing you here, it's going to look like this: over the line, over the line, over the line, over the line. And then I'm coming backwards and doing the same thing and working my way backwards. All right. And what you want to do is get it down slow first, and then once you get it down, get the rhythm, then you can really try to make those feet move really fast. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Over, over. Good, and then I'm coming backwards. Getting both feet over that line and touching the ground. Now I'm gonna try to speed it up here. I faced the wrong direction. I can't see my timer. We got 3 seconds left. 2, 1, and time. Good. Okay, we made it. So those are our 6 exercises. So let's go ahead and take a little water break here. And then we are going to rip through this again. So we'll really have only a total of 9 minutes of work here. So these are meant to be a little bit higher intensity and shorter duration. So you can sort of push yourself as hard as you want to, but do realize that we're only doing 9 minutes of work. And we're doing one exercise, 30 seconds a pop. So, and if at any time you need to take a break during the exercise or during our circuit, go ahead, feel free to do that. You can rejoin us when you feel ready. All right, let's go ahead. We'll jump into round 2. So same exercises. So first one that we're doing is our side shuffle with our hop. So we're gonna go for 30 seconds here. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Side shuffle to the floor, hop. Good, halfway there. If you feel like you can, pick up your tempo a little bit. Down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. All right, we're gonna go right into our quick feet, reactive. I'm gonna challenge you on this one. It's gonna be a very rapid game, as Simon says. There we go, get those feet going. Good, quick feet, right forward. Left out, left back, right forward, left back, right out, right back, left forward, right back, left out, left forward, right back, left out, left forward, left out, right back, right forward, and break. Good. You guys will have to let me know at the end if you did that one with 100% accuracy. I was flying there for a bit. Okay. Next one, we're going to mountain climbers. I'm going to do these right on the floor, I think, for this one, so I can make it a little bit harder for myself. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. So abs tight. Bring those knees to your chest. Again, you can do this leaning on a chair or on the wall, your preference. If you are doing it on the floor and you get wrist problems, put your knuckles down on the floor. Good little trick if your wrists bother you in that push-up position. We got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Whew, those ones get me. Okay. Next, we're going to stepping over our obstacle. So I am going to use my yoga block. I'm actually going to turn it this side up so it's a little higher, make it a little more challenging. But again, you can use a pillow, you could use a shoe, anything you can put on the floor that you got to step over. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So we're going over both feet and then stepping back both feet. Try to make sure that your feet are actually going over the obstacle. Don't just step around it. The idea is to have to lift that foot and step over. Once you get the hang of it, you can try to go a little bit faster here. And 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Okay. All right, 2 more exercises left here. So we have ladder climbs next. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Climbing that ladder. Kind of got my legs and my arms out of sync here. There we go. Good. 15 seconds left. I'm going to increase my pace here. Go into a hop. And down to 3, 2, 1, time. Last exercise, guys. Here we go. So these are the side to side stepping over the line. So both feet over and both feet have to touch the floor on the opposite side of that line, then we're coming in the opposite direction. So again, from the front, it looks like this, over the line, coming forward, over the line, both feet coming back. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. It's good to keep a little bit of bend in those knees when you're doing agility. And you really want to sort of stay on your toes most of the time. Good, and I'm going to start speeding up here. I'm facing the wrong way though to see my timer. I'm going to switch around. Three, 2, 1, and time. Good. Okay, break. Thank goodness. All right, we'll get some water, recharge the batteries a little bit, and we have one more time. We're going to go through that, and I'm going to try to really rip through this one. I'll keep us working here for a total of 3 minutes. We've got of work left. Whew. And then we will go to just some lower intensity balance stuff to sort of challenge your balancing skills and sort of cool down, bring the heart rate down. Okay. All right. I'm just going to do a couple paces along the floor here and catch my breath a little more. All right. One more time through, we can do this. Okay. So we have side shuffles with our hop in there. All right, we ready? Last round. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Side shuffle, down and hop. Side shuffle, down and hop. Make sure those feet aren't crossing. Just bringing one foot to the other. Nice job. And we've got about 5 seconds left. 2, 1, time, good. And we're going right into the reactive footwork here. So let's get those feet moving. Quick feet, right forward, left out, right back, left forward, right out, left back, left forward, right back, left out, left forward, right back, right out, left forward, left back, right forward, right back, left out, right forward, right out. Good, time. Okay. On to the next one, mountain climbers. I'm gonna go back to my chair here. Mountain climbers on the floor are too brutal. Ready, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Knees to the chest. Keep those abs tight. Keep in mind, it's our last time through the circuit. If you want to push yourself, you can increase that pace. Let's work, 10 seconds left. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Okay, we are on to forward and back. Get your obstacle. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stepping over, stepping back. I'm going to try to push my pace here. It's nice if you can pick something soft that if you hit, you aren't going to trip on. And you can just reset it and try again. And if you're at home and you want to make this a little bit more difficult and you're okay with jumping, you can actually try to jump over your obstacle back and forth. That's a little bit harder though. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. All right. And we have ladder climb. These are going to be brutal right now. I'm out of air. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I'm going to try to keep my pace a little faster as we finish up. We're on our last minute of exercise. "15 seconds left. Almost there. Keep climbing that ladder. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. All right. Last 30 seconds, guys. So we have our side to side. Going over that line with both feet, moving forward and back. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. And so now you've probably got the hang of this movement, so you can really try to speed it up here. And I'll give you a front view too. If you're kind of confused about what's going on, I'm going to pretend I've got a line going down the center of my room here. Stepping both feet over, moving forward, and moving back. And we're down to 3, 2, 1, and that is time. All right. We made it. So let's take a minute here to get a drink. We'll catch our breaths. Then we'll go into a little balance work to cool down for the last about 5 minutes or so. Well, it was only 9 minutes of work, but it felt like an eternity. I don't know how everyone at home feels. Ooh, I like to keep moving during my rest periods. Feels good to keep things moving. I'm just going to do a little pacing back and forth here. Pondering life after that intense workout. All right. Some big deep breaths in here. Good. All right. Let's move into a little bit of balance. So here's what we're going to start with as sort of a balance warm-up is we're going to be doing the drunk test. So you're going to be going heels to toes, going forward, and forward isn't bad. Going backwards is a little bit harder, but you're going to try to walk on a line. And in fact, if you have a line taped on your floor, you can even do that. But we're going heels to toes. We're just going to go forward and back. You can use about a 4 foot, 5 foot space. If you want to make this harder, you're thinking, oh, Isaac, this is too easy. Go ahead and close your eyes. Try to do the same thing with your eyes closed. Just make sure you're not going to run into anything. That makes it a lot harder closing your eyes. All right, ready? I'm going to set a timer here. We're just going to do this for a minute. Go at your own pace. Reset if you lose your balance. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So heels to toes. Good, and then going backwards. Give you a side view here too. Put those arms out if you need to, but really try to keep a nice straight line with your feet. Try not to lose your balance. All right, if you want a real funny show, I'm going to close my eyes now and try this. It's always amazing how much harder balancing gets to be when you don't have your eyes and your vision helping you out. Good. Cool part about balance here, it really gets you to use all those muscles in your feet and in your calves, your lower leg, to try and help stabilize you. Good, and we are at time. Perfect. Take a little break here. All right, next one we're going to go to is we're going to work on get a chair in case you need a little bit of support here. So this one here, we're going to go onto one leg. You can have a chair next to you if you need something to grab onto. But here we're just going to do some rotations. So we're rotating our chest from side to side while on one leg. And if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can try to do those rotations a little bit faster. And another thing you can do, as always, is close your eyes. Try to do it with your eyes closed. Makes it extremely hard. So we're going to go, let's do a minute on each leg. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. So on one leg, we're going to rotate. If it's hard enough for you to balance just on one leg, you can just stand here on one leg too. Don't feel like you have to rotate if it's too challenging for you. Good part about these, you lose your balance, you just set back up and get back to it. Rotating side to side. You may start to feel this burn in your shins or in your calves. So we got about 20 seconds left on this leg. I'm going to close my eyes and try this. You can probably tell I've got a lot more swaying and losing my balance here. Good. All right, 1 minute down. So let's go ahead. We'll switch legs. Let's go to the other leg. This is my bad balance leg. So everybody's got one leg that they are not very good at balancing on compared to the other. Good. And we can start to speed those up if you're doing pretty good with where you're at. A little faster rotation in there. You can close your eyes. We're down to our last 30 seconds, so we can really try to challenge the balance here. I'm losing it. Good, down to 15. Oh, calves are starting to burn. Good, 3, 2, 1, time, good. All right. Okay. I think that served as a good cool down. I think my heart rate is back down to normal. Ooh, all right. Well, thank you all for joining me for the workout today. Hope that you enjoyed it. We're training for winter time here in the UP. Hopefully out of this group, we're not gonna have any falls on the ice. But thanks for joining. We have another live workout this week on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. That's our surprise workout. So I don't know what it's gonna be. Nobody knows. Surprise. But yeah, so enjoy the weekend. I hope to see you again next week for this workout.